Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell is with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense
breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And the throw out to the sideline took just a few yards. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first?
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Dogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Wiley. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The short hands. It's Chubb. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wiley. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it along the sideline. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Maddox. It's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds space on the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Got his man quickly. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Completes it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Wiley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiley. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his big tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 30. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Fires left, and he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Man, how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll try to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Max. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Maddox. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Rush is on him. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the...
Touchdown, Mississippi State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Number 23 in the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
14.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
The Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On the run, it's Savage. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Using the quick game. Turning it on. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for a crease, it's Clark. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Maddox. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. On the move, it's Clark. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic...
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 35. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Red pass, it's complete. really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Missed the connection on 2nd, now looking at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. To the air, it's Maddox. He's got his man across the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air on first down. He misses his man. Accuracy. What it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. You saw it there on the incompletion.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense.
Jackrabbit.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish